Welcome back to the Red Crew. It's your boy Chesco. I'm here with Luis. We
So
are
what's up?
here just to breaking news.
Breaking news. Wah, 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 wah.
2 days ago or 3 days ago, breaking news. We finally got the UFC 300 main event.
Main events.
Uh,
The coveted, undisputed secret of the UFC has been released.
Yep. Let's think of
Of what?
what are the biggest disappointment surprises that you ever dealt with in life? Like,
You know, this might be an odd one, right? But I don't know why, but me and my girl started talking about like exes, right? And she started telling me about her exes. Started showing me pictures of her exes.
what?
I don't know. I want to know, right? So I think I looked them up or something like that. I found
What?
out all her exes are ugly as hell, which gives me the feeling that I might be ugly, and I know I'm not ugly. I know I'm not ugly. I might not be like that cream on the crop, but I'm not ugly. So it gave me a bit of a complex.
Oh shit.
So I was very disappointed in her decisions prior to me.
Oh man. That was a great story. I'm not gonna lie. My mom always told me, "Hey, repeat it as much as you can; it might come true."
So yeah.
Oh,
What
man.
about you? What has been one of your biggest disappointments?
Nothing like that. I've always known I'm ugly, so that was not one of them. Let me see. No, it's definitely like gifts, like Christmas gifts.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. This Christmas.
What'd you
So-
get for Christmas?
Oh, this Christmas, absolutely this Christmas. So, not long before my brother borrowed my shoes and fucked them up.
What kind of shoes?
He borrowed my shoes and messed them up, and they were like Forces, but the
Okay.
ones with the black.
Okay.
And
The black Air Forces or with black
no,
accents?
with black,
Oh, the black necklaces.
kind of like they're not Cortezes, obviously, but you know. So he took them. I never wear them, but I wear them occasionally, and he messed them up. And I was like, man, why you mess? He's like, I got you. And then when he was bringing his Christmas gifts, I see a box. I'm like, oh,
Can only be one thing, right?
they're my shoes.
Mhm.
And so we have a huge family, so it's a huge get together. And when he's giving out his presents to everybody, he gives that box away to
Somebody else?
somebody else.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
Why
and I'm
you
like,
might-
there
might
better be
give
two
this a-
boxes. There better be two
Completely
boxes,
agree.
yeah. And then when it's my turn, it comes in a bag. I'm like, shoes better be in this bag.
Like the GCs?
Yeah. And I open the bag and it's a knee brace.
he's telling you getting old.
He's a knee brace. Yeah, I got knee problems. I know that. But I want my shoes, man.
That's something I want. That's something I need.
Yeah, like damn, man. Yeah, that was probably it. And that's how I felt when
it went from your feet to your knees.
exactly. And that's how I felt when this damn main event came out. I expected shoes and I got a knee brace.
I expected like the whole shoe store.
It's crazy. Like it was so
The
disappointing.
way that it was built up made it seem like it was the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Can you go through the card from the beginning?
Going through the card from the beginning.
Because the reason I say this, because I think there's about 3 fights that may be better.
3 fights that might be better.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I completely agree. So, one thing with this thing right now is that there's a lot of things that have things, right?
What? Say that again. The thing with this thing right now is that there's a lot of things that have things.
yeah.
Okay.
And one of
Dr.
the
Seuss.
things that I noticed about this thing
Yeah.
was that there's no prelims.
There's gonna be prelims, man. The
Well-
fight's in April.
Every fight on here deserves to be, or at least so far,
Yes, but that's what he
on
said.
the main card.
When Dana White announced, like when we're talking about UFC 300, the first fight on the prelims could be the main event. He said it himself.
The first fight on the prelims can be the main event. How does
Yes.
that make sense?
It has it's a main event fight.
Okay, potential.
Yes,
Gotcha,
it's a-
gotcha.
it's
Because
a-
it's gonna be so stacked.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what they did with the main main event.
The main event could have.
It could have been the first fight.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about the first fight, but yeah, it could definitely been. Like, it's like oh my god.
All right, we got Bobby Green versus Jim Miller, Jessica Andrade versus Marina Rodriguez, Sodiq Yusuf versus Diego Lopez, Holly Holm versus Kyla Harrison.
Stop there. That's the first fight that could have main event.
Kyla Harrison?
Kyla Harrison's been the most coveted free agent for the last. I don't know if y'all seen Kyla Harrison. I don't know how the hell Kyla Harrison's gonna make 135. She's gonna have to cut off 2 arms.
They don't even have her on the picture
because she don't have any UFC stuff.
Oh,
yeah, so but like Google Kyla Harrison. It's like she's bigger than half the men.
She's like the next Ronda Rousey, right?
Supposedly she's better. Yeah. But she fought at 155.
Well, what was her
PFL?
What was
She fought at 155.
Okay. What is this? 145? No, bantamweight. What is bantamweight?
Bantamweight 135.
Dang, that's a lot of weight to cut if you're already cutting at 155.
She was cutting at 155. But I'm not gonna lie. If you tell me she's a 2-time Olympian champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So it's like she took Triple C by the balls.
Hey, she just gotta win one time.
No, she already won in PFL. She was already a PFL champion.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. So
okay,
it's like,
so then she's champ.
Exactly. So I'm like, what else do you want? That could be that fight could have main evented.
Okay, so first fight that could have main evented. Next fight, Davis Figueroa versus Cody Garbrandt. Bo Nickel versus Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage or Bo Nickel?
Cody Brundage.
Oh, I don't know. Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling.
That's a good fight.
Yeah, it is. Would you say it's better than the main event that we currently have?
No, it's not.
Okay. Yuri Prochaska versus Alexander Rakic.
Alexander
Rakic.
That's a good fight. Okay. That's not better than the main event.
No. Charles Oliveira versus Arman Sarukian.
That one's better.
Okay, so we got with the first one. I think the next ones are going to be all better. Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway.
That was definitely better.
Definitely. Weili Zhang.
There's no way that Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje go before Weili.
According to this is the co-main event.
That's the China versus China, right?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, when they come out, I'm not gonna know which is which.
I don't know if that's racist or not, but it's something.
I'm sorry. Hey, I know we're supposed to be talking only about UFC, but my niece is going crazy. So
that's why you got the knee brace.
No, my niece.
You're okay. The both of them.
Yes. My niece is going. She became the fan of some. I'm gonna tell you right now.
So your niece, how old is your niece? If you want to disclose that.
She's between 8 and 13. Okay. I don't know.
Okay. She became a fan of something, someone, some band, music.
Yeah.
Show.
Let me see. Where is this thing?
Let's be professionals and have this ready next time we get to the
podcast. Z's.
Who's that?
Some Chinese, Korean band. But honestly, it's the same thing. So,
is it like K-pop?
Yeah. So with the women that I'm planning this around, it's her birthday. I'm like, she wants to do like this choreography and like get her this and get her that. I'm like, let's bring her the actual band. And she's like, they're in Korea. They're this huge thing. We can't afford them. I'm like, I swear to God, go to Bel Air. Go to Bel Air. Bring me 5 dudes. Put them in the same clothes they wear. She will never know the difference. It's not like she understands them. She can't talk to them. Like, I don't know how she decided that this was going to be her favorite band. I don't know if y'all know who Aziz is.
Is it Aziz or Aziz?
Well, that's what it says.
This is
Aziz. Aziz. Probably means something in Korean. But I don't know what it is. So, luckily, it's only a $25 gift.
Because you're not going to get the whole band. And even if you did.
I'm telling you, we could have gone by the Home Depot there. Like, the Hong Kong Mall.
I do not condone the messages that are coming out of his mouth.
What do you mean? I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying they do look like them.
Yeah, sometimes people from the same
area. Why is that racist? But when we go like to tribute bands, that's not racist.
The tribute band isn't like somebody that looks like you.
What is it?
Somebody that's covering your songs.
Okay, whatever. Same thing.
I've never heard you to see to anything.
Okay, let's say, yeah, sometimes there's imitators.
Okay.
Yeah, how come that's not racist?
Because we understand they're imitating. They're not trying to be like them. They're imitating.
Okay, so imitating is not trying to be like somebody?
Okay, you're saying the difference, right? We are in understanding that the people are not the people who they're saying they are.
They know they're not them, yeah.
But we're understanding that they are not them, right?
Yeah.
You're saying get somebody and your niece will never know.
She won't know.
So,
I'm not saying tell them that's really them. I'm just saying look, and she's gonna automatically think.
oh my
it's them.
goodness!
Exactly. That's it.
Okay, so Wei, what's her last name? Wei Jing?
I think her is John Wei Li, right?
Oh, Yang Wei Li. Oh, why did they have? So I'm understanding
Chinese people do that.
that. Yeah. So then this would be Joanna Yan.
Look, man, you have trouble reading normal names.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
So
John Smith is the best I got.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This card is kind of underwhelming now. It really.
I was expecting.
Say the last one, by the way.
Do we need to?
Yeah, we do.
So the main event of UFC 300 is going to be a light heavyweight bout between Alex Pereira versus Jamahal Hill.
That's crazy. Like, it's a good fight. Nobody's saying it's not a good fight.
It's not main event of 300 worthy.
There's a chance that now the UFC 300 may not be the highest selling card of the year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, if John Jones fight this year and Conor McGregor fight this year, both of those fights are probably going to be higher selling.
My favorite fight of this card is the Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway.
But here's my question to Dana White. It's like, he made so many mistakes leading into this. Like, if you know that you had a problem finding a main event, keep that fight in your pocket. Keep that fight in your back pocket and don't announce it yet.
Yeah.
Like, keep Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje in your back pocket. Don't announce it.
But he can't make it a main event if there's other title bouts.
Yes, you can, because
well, he can do whatever he wants, right?
No. UFC 200 was headlined a 3-round fight. Brock Lesnar versus Mark Hunt. Fight is terrible. But it's
Mark
one
Hunt
guy. One guy brought all the eyeballs to you. Like, you gonna tell me you couldn't convince one of the legends to come back? Not one?
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't convince GSP to come back. You couldn't convince Khabib to come back.
Look, I think he had something up his sleeve. In either it fell through, or because there's no way that I can fathom that he really thought that Pereira versus Hill was going to be main event worthy of UFC 300.
Absolutely not.
So something must have happened where things fell through.
Well, I think he made the mistake of counting on the Conor one. It seemed like Conor, which never made sense to me. Like, Conor McGregor can sell you literally him versus whoever he's fighting, which could be one of us, and a whole bunch of brooms behind him. Like, he'll sell by himself, literally.
Yeah.
Like, there were so many things he could have done. You could convince Ronda Rousey to come back. You could have convinced Nate Diaz to come back. Nate Diaz Masvidal 2 would have been a better main event.
I agree.
Nate Diaz versus Poirier.
Look, you're speaking facts. I think everybody here in this room and watching behind that screen would agree that pretty much most, if not all fights would be better. Most fights would be better than what we have right now with Jamahal Hill versus.
There's so many things you could have done. Like, so honestly, Strickland.
I would have even been okay with him saying, you know what, something fell through. What I wanted wasn't going to happen, but we still have a stacked card, and I think that would have been better. But there's an episode of The Office where Michael Scott, the boss, has to cut wages. And the way he makes it up to everybody is by saying, I have a surprise at the end of the day. He has nothing. Absolutely nothing. So all day, he's going around struggling to find out what he should get. And he goes up to the employees and says, what do you think it's going to be? Because whatever they say is whatever he's going to try to get them, right? At the end of the day, what he does is he goes to the store and he gets some ice cream sandwiches. And that is, there's a price at the end of the day. This is very equivalent to that.
Were they happy?
No,
And what does that have to do with him cutting wages?
because there's a reason why he has to suppress at the end of the day, right?
Okay.
It has the same feel to me.
It's the worst story I've ever heard in my life.
Maybe I'm just bad. So not maybe I'm bad. I'm a bad.
I've never heard a worse story in my life.
But I think I would rather have a ice cream sandwich right now than the Jamahal versus Pereira fight.
It's so bad, man. I'm sorry. It's not a bad fight.
It's not
a bad fight.
It's
I just
because
want to put that out there.
our
It's not a
expectations
bad
were
fight.
set so high that seeing anything other than Conor McGregor, seeing anything other than an easy fight.
It sucks to say because I think the UFC 300 or any 100 fight card should be built great fight, gimmick.
Yeah.
Like everything up to the last fight, you need star power.
Mm-hmm.
You need gimmick at that point. And
neither one of them have
it
star
would have
power.
been a little bit underwhelming, but believable. And if you like Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, there's star power there.
Yes.
But this is like, honestly, Sean Strickland.
Yes.
Sean Strickland
yes.
would have made more sense if you ask me. Sean Strickland versus Usman would have made sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sean
Strickland versus Pereira would have made sense.
Yes.
That would have made sense.
Well, no, they can't fight. But it's like Sean Strickland has enough star power, I think, like that would have been like your last resort.
Yeah.
But it's like underwhelming. Underwhelming.
And that's the word. It's underwhelming. It's not that it's bad.
It's not bad at all.
It's underwhelming because of the expectations were set so high by the secrecy behind it, by the prolonging the actual news, by stacking the card the way that you've already stacked it, that when you give me this, I'm already expecting them to be like another main event card at the end of 300. It was a joke. I actually have this instead.
It's so many guys that there were the possibility though.
Yeah.
Honestly, Cain Velasquez.
Yeah. I would watch that fight.
Yeah, Cain Velasquez versus anybody, especially after what he went through.
Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar, man, that would have been a fight.
Brock Lesnar's but Cain Velasquez again. Brock Lesnar fought Mark Hunt, so Cain Velasquez could have fight any UFC. Like anybody would have worked. Cain Velasquez, Stipe,
and Cain Velasquez, anybody.
But Cain Velasquez, Stipe, you're like hell yeah.
Yeah.
You're like hell yeah. That's a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
But it was so many options. Ronda Rousey could have literally fought whoever the 15th ranked girl is, and that would have made sense. Amanda Nunes could have came back.
You said it off camera, and it makes a lot of sense. He should have had this planned 6 months ago.
Exactly.
This shouldn't have been a last minute thing, and it's so underwhelming that this is what it feels like. It feels like you're struggling to get something, so you get the first thing you can. And at this point, I would have respected. We had something going on. It fell through, but this is what we have right now.
No, but to me, there's so many things that went wrong. It's like there's guys that we know would have came back for. Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal were very gettable.
Yeah.
Not even with each other.
Just in general.
Yeah. Because I think at this point, Jorge Masvidal versus Kevin Holland could have probably done it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, those are guys with star power.
Yep.
Those are guys with star power. Like, it doesn't have to be the greatest fight. Of course, Jamahal Hill and Alex Pereira is a better fight.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that. But the main event, in my opinion, was for star power, and it didn't deliver. The card is gonna be great. The fight might be great, even though I doubt it. But the fight might be great. But it was sort of underwhelming, and I think the numbers may show. Honestly, I think the numbers may show. Like, there's some cards that we knew what the result was gonna be, but the hype was so big around them. Masvidal Covington was one of them. Masvidal Covington, we always kind of knew what the result was going to be of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Khabib McGregor, obviously it's McGregor, but it was such a huge hype. We kind of always knew what the result of that was going to be. Even the last Nate Diaz fight. The last Nate Diaz fight was supposed to be against Hamza. Let's remember that. He got lucky. It ended up being Tony
He
Ferguson.
dodged the bullet there.
But it was supposed to be against Hamza. But it was so hyped because it was Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
Like, this fight was hyped just because of the 300. All you needed to do was one of those guys that hyped up all those fights, put him in there. Were you like, we watched it? We watched it because we watched the Yuri Prochazka versus Alex Pereira fight. Of course we did because we're fans. But you think the world was hyped about it?
There's no star power here.
There's no star power in that fight. And it was yeah, I expected something bigger and it just didn't happen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that was we are gonna get deeper in depth about every single fight. That's gonna be the longest freaking preview ever.
I'll have to break it up into
we might have to break it up, but that's coming.
And that's assuming that everyone in this fight is gonna stay there.
Some of them have to fall out. Hopefully, one of the main event falls.
A specific one, right?
No, don't
okay. So let's go back to that. What happens if that fight falls out?
I think he gets lucky.
And they just, you know what, this is that card, we'll leave it as it is.
And Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway become the main event.
Okay. But I would be okay with that.
Yes,
and I think for some reason that card falling out is gonna get more eyeballs on it.
That fight falling out,
yes.
Absolutely. No, yeah, it was a bit underwhelming, not gonna lie. But anyways, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna do a lot more UFC content.
Yep.
I think we have a UFC surprise coming for you soon, so stay tuned to that. All right, see you next time. Peace.